All right, guys, welcome to lecture 17, which is lead capture with Zapier interfaces and HubSpot. Okay, so this is where we will build a complete lead capture system using some of Zapier's most powerful native tools combined with HubSpot CRM. You could replace, HubSpot CRM with with your CRM. Zapier, as you know, provides connector to pretty much everything out there, almost 7,000 apps. But so go ahead and take a look as to if your CRM is already available, and if it is, most likely it will be, and then start there, right? So in this session, uh, is valuable because it shows how to create an end-to-end solution that would traditionally require multiple platforms and possibly custom development work, right? But we will implement it entirely within the Zapier ecosystem plus a CRM. Okay. So lead capture, as I've said before, represents one of the most, critical process for businesses of all sizes, right? Whether you are running a marketing campaign, hosting events, or offering content downloads, or simply collecting inquiries from your website, right? Having an efficient system to collect, store, and act on lead, which act on lead is extremely important, can how quickly you can act on it can dramatically impact your business growth. So many organizations struggle with with fragmented lead process, right? Forms that don't connect properly to databases, or manual exports to CRM, or lost leads due to system disconnects, right? The solution we are building today, I've already built it. I'm going to show you how you can build it as well. The solution that I'm hoping that you'll build today will address these challenges by creating a seamless flow from initial capture to CRM integration. What makes this approach particularly powerful is that it leverages Zapier's newer tools, interfaces for form building and tables for data storage. Okay, so with many users aren't yet fully utilizing. So these native Zapier tools offer significant advantages over connecting third-party form and databases services, including simplified authentication, guaranteed compatibility, and reduced potential points. I must point out that interfaces in Zapier requires, subscription, and you have to pay a fees for it. But if you calculate how much money you're spending with outside other applications, add them up. If it's cheaper to stick with Zapier, yeah. And think about the convenience of staying with the Zapier. If it makes business sense for you, then stick here. All right. So so let's examine the specifics of the workflow, right? As I mentioned, we are creating a form using Zapier interface, creating a database using Zapier tables, and then linking it to the CRM, right? So what are we going to build? Again, we're building a submission form using the Zapier's built-in interfaces. We're going to create a Zapier table as a database, and then we'll flow this back to the CRM to update that, right? So it is, as I said, is a scalable lead pipeline, right? That we need to that we have created here, and that you will create going forward. So first, the step first, right? So what are you going to do? First, you'll go to the Zapier interfaces. Now, let me show you how you'll do that. So if you go here, right, so you can go into the interfaces and create a new interface, okay? That's how you do it. Create a new interface, and voila. Just a reminder that it takes you, that it costs money to do some of the forms, but I am going to be using the form that is available to me without upgrading my plan, okay? So we will go ahead and do a drag and drop. We'll do a drag and drop and build continue with the fields that we need in our CRM, right? So this is important. What do you need? Maybe you need first name, last name, email address, phone number, or maybe a lead source, right? Where are these leads coming from? depending on your use case, right? My rule of thumb is that ask for as little information as you need, right? Don't ask for more information because you don't want to run into the compliance issues, right, later on. So do not collect any PII data more than what you really need. For example, name, email address, phone number, company name. Yeah, these are the basic things uh, that you should start with working with, right? So what makes this particularly valuable, is the modularity of this approach, right? So tomorrow, uh, if, for example, you want to replace tables with an external database, yeah, so be it. You want to use, an Amazon database server or somewhere else, yeah, you could definitely do that. So you will add the fields in the form, like name, email, messages, and then you'll publish it. Don't forget to publish it because otherwise your trigger may not work, right? Copy the URL. Once you've then done that, then then you'll go into the tables, right? This is very similarly. Let me cancel this out. Let me cancel this out. So again, you'll go here and you can, just like we created interfaces, you can create a table, right? When you create a table, your experience would be something like this. Again, nothing serious, right? I mean, what kind of do you want a table library, using any one of these? Customer contact, yeah, this may be the place where you want to start, and then go back in there and start looking at, what are some of the things that you could do, or the fields that you don't need. Just simply drop those fields, okay? All right, so in the tables, what you're doing, like I showed you, it's a visual editor, right, that appears, and you build your flow by dragging and dropping components from the right panel, right? So you start with essential fields: name, email address, phone number. As I said, don't capture more than what you really need, right? As you add each field, pay attention to the field properties, okay? Properties panel, where you can configure validation rules. For email, ensure the field validates power email format, right? Proper email format, whether HTML or plain, right? For crucial fields like name and email, mark them as required. The validation helps, or if you want to put phone number as required too, you can do that too. This validation helps ensure the quality of lead data entering your system, right? Or if you want, if you have a business process where you don't want people, you only want to collect a business email, you can restrict it that too, okay? So now let's customize the form, and you can customize the form's appearance to align with your brand. Okay, adjust colors, typographs, and spacing using the design controls in the editor. Add your company logo. I don't have any of this here, right? But you can add your company logo at the top of the forms and consider, I like here. This one is my form. Let's see. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have any this is just a simple form, right? But you can do a lot with this, right? Um, you can do plenty with this. And don't forget to configure the form's submission behavior, right? In the form setting, customize the success message that appears after submission, right? So something like, hey, thank you for subscribing, or thanks for booking the time, we'll get back to you. Let the user know that their form was submitted properly, right? And finally, publish form by clicking the publish button, right in the right top. Zapier will generate both, a direct link to your form and an embedded code you can use to place the form on your website. My lead capture workflow, this is the one that I'm working on, right? So you would see I've connected it. My account is already set up, right? Okay, let me show you the setup. So you would go in and you'll set up your account, okay? And then you'll make the configuration where you will actually get all, if you show all fields, it will tell you the fields that that HubSpot is requesting or has, but I don't need to take all of these fields, right? So I will minimize the field to match this form here, booking my 15-minute session, right? For my form, I don't really need that detail, but you're good to play around with this as you wish. After you've done, you send you'll create a contact, right? That's what you're gonna do. And then you'll connect to the HubSpot account and you'll map your contact fields. So that's basically what you'll do. Now think about what are some of the real world scenarios, right? You can take your work further, right? So you can capture demo or event registration. You can sync webinar signups to CRM, segment leads based on answers, right? That hey, uh, is it budgeted or not budgeted, or are you thinking about doing it in the next 30 days or implementation after 1 year, right? Based on that, you can prioritize leads as well, and then auto follow up using HubSpot, right? So in the HubSpot configurations, you can identify what the follow up sequence is going to be, what content you want to send them in each follow up. So I hope you've got a good handle of this. Is really powerful, but an easy to implement workflow, right? As you may have noticed, I try to bring valuable examples without requiring a coding experience, right? Because I know many of the people out there, small businesses owners, a lot of individual contributors who don't have a lot of budget, or at startups we're working on a bootstrap. I try to bring in these automation tools with low code, so you don't have to low code, no code, so that you don't have to have a lot of expertise, programming expertise internally, right? So what can you do in enhancement, right? You can add another channel, right? You can when a lead comes in, you can send a notification to Slack or a Gmail confirmation, right? Or you can use Zapier storage to track repeat leads, right? And you can expand to Notion or Sheets or Airtable. Those are all things that you should go ahead and do going forward. And I hope that this session was useful for you. If it was useful, will you please subscribe to my channel? And hit that notification button so you don't miss any updates. I will be recording more lectures, all of them on automation class, which I'm recording for Udemy. But I am sharing most of it with you here as well. All right. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.